All right, thank you for joining us for tonight's post-game press conference. We're joined by Petar Masterovic and head coach Chris Acker. We'll start with an opening statement from coach, then open up for questions.
First of all, what a great atmosphere that Long Beach provided tonight. It was unbelievable, the energy in the gym. This is one of those games where you can basically look at the stat sheet and it tells you the story. I mean, 23 points for them on turnovers, 40 points in the paint, 16 second chance points. We got beat on the glass, 34-27. We had 15 turnovers in the game. So hats off to Fullerton. Their guys were much more scrappier. They played harder in stretches. We traded baskets. We weren't very good in transition D tonight. All the things that we constantly work on and harp on, but it just comes down to us understanding that those are the most important things that leads to winning and losing basketball games. So, again, frustrating, but I do see victory in the fact that my guys come back every single week prepared to practice and trying to rectify those areas that I just talked about. And that's something that we're going to continue to harp on until we figure it out, but that's where we got to get better.
Coach carried a 7-point lead into halftime, and they went on a run coming out of the break, and it went back and forth from there. What did you see change at halftime that got Fullerton back into it?
Well, it started the last possession of halftime when we turned the ball over, gave them some momentum going into the locker room. And, you know, for us in the second half, I don't necessarily remember exactly what happened to start the second half, but, you know, I believe they scored, and then we tried to score, and then we started trading baskets back and forth. And with a team that plays that fast and that's that explosive getting to the basket, you can't trade baskets because they also do a good job of being physical and grabbing you and holding you and making your catches tough. And so for us, I just felt like we didn't do a great job of getting easier baskets in transition in the second half, and they played their game the entire game in terms of how they played in transition. And, again, something we talk about, we sent 3 guys back, and we still couldn't get matched up in transition. So our communication just got to get better.
And then 7 games to play in the regular season. It came in a half back of the 8 seed. What's the message in the locker room as you guys try and get to Henderson?
The same message has been the entire stretch of conference is that, you know, all of these games are very, very important. Everybody's fighting for something. And it's you got to be ready to go. And you can't make excuses. You got to just get stuff done. And right now, we're a team right now that still hasn't understood the importance of the moment and that every opportunity on the floor to get a rebound is our moment to separate. When we have moments to separate, you can't turn the ball over, let a team score 4 in a row, then turn the ball over, let a team score. Can't do those things. Like, you got to be able to continue to extend the lead. And so I'm trying to get 11 guys or 9 guys, however many guys it is that I'm playing, that when guys sub in, guys are all trying to do that. They're trying to win the game, not trying to just take bad shots. They're trying to win the game. And you win by defending, rebounding, taking care of the basketball. And we didn't do a great job of that tonight.
Coach, can you assess the night kind of Gavin Sykes had? Comes out, starts out hot, goes back to the locker room, comes back, and then obviously takes that last shot. Can you kind of take us through his night and kind of how he was coached and how he was on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Gavin's a warrior. He's been, you know, working his tail off in practice every day, trying to get himself in rhythm. He hasn't really been able to practice with the team much and get much reps with the team, but he's a guy that we trust. And tonight, again, we had other guys step up, which we had to do in his absence. So that's the positive things, is that as he gets back in rhythm and in game flow, the hopes is that he gets back into the rare form that he was in before, and it meshes all at the right time where he's playing well offensively and the other guys are playing well offensively. So I was just happy to see him on the floor. It gave us a little bit more confidence, and you can tell how much he's appreciated in Long Beach by the celebration when his name was announced in the starting lineup.
Nice. And then for Petar, 20 points, bit of a struggle in the second half. Hearing these words from Coach right now, what's your mentality kind of going into this back half of the season?
Honestly, we just need to win games. Like I know everybody's agree on in the locker room. We're tired of losing. We want to win. Like, we're trying to work as hard as possible. We need to fix stuff. Like, we keep talking about, like you said, like transition, rebounding and stuff, and we keep making the same mistakes. So I don't know what we need to do, but we're gonna like regroup tomorrow, get back to work on it, and we're gonna be ready for the next game because we need absolutely to win this game so we can go to the tournament.
And Coach, you mentioned the rebounds tonight. Fullerton had 11 offensive boards compared to Long Beach's 3. Is that a problem in positioning, mismatch, or what'd you see from them tonight?
Yeah, it's kind of what's hard about playing a team like Fullerton is the 2 guys you're sending to the glass have to come up with some, but the 3 guys getting back can't give up baskets in transition. And so we beat ourselves in that area. We gave up offensive rebounds to them, and they got out and ran in transition. So it's hard to determine whether or not we should send 3 guys to the glass or we should send 3 guys back because on both sides of the ball, we just weren't ready to go, transition D and on the offensive glass. And so, again, the thing for our guys to understand is that you're playing against really physical guys, and the pads you hit in practice every single day. I mean, we finish every practice with, 3 stops in a row, got to finish with a rebound. So they understand what they need to do. It's just in the moment. And for us, because our margin of error is so slim, we can't afford to have possessions in the middle of the game when we sub guys in and they miss a block out, right? Because that really, really hurts us. And it's not 5 missed blockouts in a row. It's as the game is going on, now they're offensive rebound scoring the ball. Now they're getting out in transition. They're getting easy baskets. And then we're not getting offensive rebounds. And then we're slow in transition, trying to get up the court. So there's just a lot of things for us that we're still having trouble really understanding. And, I think, the one thing is I say all of this stuff, and I'm not ever down on my team. It's just at the end of the day, you want your team to understand the importance of what you're talking about every single day in the moment, and it has to click in their brains for that to happen. And so I'm just hoping that in this next game, everything that we talked about this week and what we talk about tomorrow translates, because we're about to go into a game against a team we haven't seen all year, which is odd this late in the year. So maybe that's an advantage for us.
I was actually just going to ask about that. Kind of a unique situation, crunch time in conference play, and we're going to see Davis for the first time and then twice in 7 games. Just how do you approach that in 2 games in such a narrow window?
Well, I know Jim Les does a great job with how hard his guys play, and I know they press a lot, and we haven't been great against the press this season. So, again, something that we'll talk about is just dealing with pressure. They have a matchup zone. I mean, I've watched them throughout the course of the year because I knew we were going to play them late, so I kind of have a feel of what they're doing defensively. But it's going to be another game on the road where there's going to be a lot of physicality, and how we weather that physicality is going to be critical. And the one thing we can't do is be sad or feel sorry for ourselves. We got to get to work tomorrow and figure out a way to win a game and understand that we can win the game if we rebound, take care of the ball, talk in transition. You can win the game because if we can score 82 points, that's enough points to win a game. We can't allow teams to score 86 points, 90 points, and then expect to win at the end of the day. So we got to do a better job.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Thanks,
I
Peter.
appreciate it.